What's up, guys? So, I want to apologize for getting the video out later today, but I have a very busy Sunday. My entire family's over, so I have to pretty much do a quick video. Couldn't really get anything long, but it was nothing too much was happening. Sunday, I'm just pretty much waiting for the instant sweeps on Monday as well. And, Monday's going to be a very busy day for me. But there's just some interesting things that come to mind. So, a lot of people from server 1 ended up going to a Earth main, and, I would say that at least like maybe out of the top 10 players, maybe more than half of them are Earth mains now. But it's interesting, a lot of people I talk with, they all decide to go Earth main, and it's just something I would consider doing. I know Earth main becomes very strong towards the level 80. Even in China, since they go up to level 100, I would say Earth main and Water main is pretty much like the end game classes. But that's as far as China. It's not really determined for us. I don't want to compare the Chinese version or German version with our game too much because they're completely different. Like, you shouldn't compare different versions with each other. You have to stick to one version yourself. And, it's just a huge difference. Ninjas work differently. Plus, China is literally 2 years ahead almost. 2 years ahead, so that's too many updates. We're going to pretty much have to take 2 years to catch up where China is by now. And then imagine China in 2 years. It's going to just be way too far. And Germany, they're slightly ahead than us. But the same kind of thing applies. Earth mains dominate, water mains dominate. Fire mains are really strong. Lightning mains are supposedly the best for, Ninetales event. But I'm doing really good with the fire main, so I didn't want to, try it out or swap. But, yeah, in the end, lightning main seems only good for Ninetales as far as the other hosts go. But for us, it's just pretty much play whatever you really want. I really enjoy fire main a lot. That's why I was really hesitant. But I won't switch to water main until level 80. Maybe I pull something at level 70 and maybe get something to work. Then I'll try level 70 water main. But for now, I plan on staying fire. Might mess around with earth. I do have one character change unlocked, so that's something I should actually try out with. But my only issue is if I go earth main, I would have to do it on like a day that it doesn't really matter. So for Tuesdays, since we have or Wednesdays I should say, Great Ninja War, I can swap as an earth main pretty much right after Ninetales and on Tuesday, and then Wednesday pretty much I can swap back to fire main for Ninetales on Thursdays. So that's something that's I'll try to consider. It's pretty much good just to get a class change to water main and earth main. Those are pretty much the two that I would recommend you go for first, because as you get higher level, the earth main starts getting a lot nicer. And I kind of messed up my coin management for the day. I was actually planning to spend some ingots on Magatamas and get the rest I needed from level 4 to 5. Or not all of them, just get some that I was missing. Hopefully by the time the event ends, I'll be able to get all my Magatamas level 5 and then have to start going for refines. But refines seem very expensive. They seem very expensive. I was looking at it. You'd have to get really lucky with the blessings, I guess. So I really just have no idea. But it's just really been difficult. So, I was trying out this Hidan Tobi team, and like I did say in the last video, it doesn't have high combo, but the damage is really nice. The damage is really significant. Plus, Great Ninja War Kankuro has one of the best mysteries, at least I've seen, when it comes to PvP, like igniting and poisoning. Hidan, I think he's pretty, just overpowered, the fact that he can keep coming back to life every 2 rounds. And he does some serious damage. My friend told me, if I wanted to use Hidan on my main team to stack him to just crazy, get his taijutsu up, and get his attack up, because it could get to the point where he could one hit a ninja first round if he's really stacked. So, I mean, after seeing his damage though, it's pretty nice. Tobi is kind of like a ghost. I don't know what's been happening, but when it comes to fights, Tobi just gets avoided. Like Hinata gets targeted, or the backline gets comboed. Tobi is just there always full HP, just minding his own business. Nothing really happens. I kind of wish that Tobi had better skill animation. I think his skill is kind of lame. He just kind of just slaps you up a bunch of times, then goes underground and puts a bomb. It's kind of some just weird stuff going on. But overall, I'm gonna be enjoying my Sunday. I haven't seen my uncles and aunts in about 2 weeks, so I can catch up with them, tell them about how stuff has been going on. But I had a lot of problems today. For some reason, PayPal was changing pretty much their entire, I don't know, services or something. So they were forcing me to fill out all these different forms. and pretty much give all these different proofs of identity and all this kind of stuff. So I had to pretty much use a different payment method today instead of PayPal while I get that sorted. And it's gonna probably take me a day or two to get that sorted, but you know, whatever, I can just pay directly from the card. But it was just something weird, you know, like PayPal hasn't really done anything so subtle like this for me. And, you know, having to wake up to that and doing all this stuff is just like, wow. So, yeah, I mean, I've been watching some interesting things recently. Let's see. What was something interesting that I actually watched? I don't know why, but like these random YouTube videos of just seeing like machines do stuff and stuff like that. I just randomly appears on my like recommended things to watch, and it's just for some reason it's so relaxing to watch. Like there's this like one machine, and it's just pretty much like destroying everything that you put in there. I don't know why, but something about that is just so relaxing. Like everything they put in just got crushed. It's just like wow. So I'm just pretty much here waiting. I was pretty much doing convoy, and for some weird reason I was gonna load in and, you know, rob two people, and then out of nowhere the request timed out and I wasn't able to do it. So it's just something strange. My group has been constantly asking for pretty much Great Ninja War, and I can't do anything. I mean, we missed this week, and the earliest we can go back to Great Ninja War is going to be Wednesday. So until Wednesday hits, hopefully, you know, I'll sign up tomorrow. I'll be happy about that. But whatever, man. You know, it's just gotta tough it out. See how Great Ninja War is this week. I have to see how many people are actually going to be on it though, but I should assume a lot of people. Hopefully we have like at least 30 people that are going to be participating every time. I'm going to be extremely busy throughout this week. So, you know, my uncle is finally flying back to Poland actually. He's flying back on Wednesday. So that means I can finally take back my office space. And that just means I have to plan what I want really. I want to just get a desk, get like 3 monitors, get a desktop, and that desktop would pretty much just be used for video making, editing. I would probably consider starting to stream a little bit whenever I have time on the weekends. Maybe on like my day off or something on Thursday I could do something, you know, just to plan out. But I would basically use that desktop for only like gaming and like very high CPU usage stuff, you know. Like rendering is the biggest key. I don't know, like the biggest problem is that my laptop is 4K resolution, so everything appears pretty much twice as big, I would say, compared to 1080p. Now, when it comes to recording, Camtasia's like screen size is like 3,400 by I think like 2,000 when it comes to just recording the game. So I don't know if that when it comes to the rendering part, why it takes so long. I think it's because it has to take the pixels and downsize them to a 1080p render. I think that's why it kind of takes so long to render out, but you know, it's 16 gigs of RAM and 3.2 gigahertz for a CPU, and it's never, you know, used up. Even when it's rendering, it's not even 100%. So I really don't know why it just takes so long. I'm pretty sure it just has to do with the, you know, the recording size itself. That's just something I never understood. It's really weird to me. But yeah, I mean, I'm just really trying to get my battle power as high as I can. I finally managed to get Karin, and she was just the last person I needed from all the shops. I have nobody else to go for. I can always go for more Toby fragments to upgrade Toby. I can go for Hedon fragments to upgrade Hedon. You know, like it's just pretty much upgrading characters to the next star. Hinata is probably one that I'll actually start investing in, just because she's pretty much used everywhere, and I don't feel like using the instances because I've been getting pretty unlucky with the fragments. I get like 1 fragment out of every 3 sweeps, so it's gonna take a long time. And Arena Shop has stamina potions today, so make sure you pick up yourselves 2 stamina potions today. 1 at noon and then 1 later tonight. And you know, double Monday sweeps. So I really don't think I'll be 68. No way. Maybe I'll be like a little bit over half of the bar. But it's still gonna take me a few days. And I heard people are telling me like I'm gonna be struggling with leveling, especially if I don't kill the Ninetales. And you know, it's something I expect. Like my server just struggles with Ninetales as far as attendance. And you know, it's just only gonna get tougher. Even if we do manage to kill the Ninetales one night, I can only imagine that when it levels up the next night, it's going to be even harder to kill. We might not even be able to do that. So, I just really have no methods of doing Ninetales, I guess. Like, this Hashirama team is the most damage I have seen. Unless someone, like, shows me a video of a team that can do more than that. But, you know, it's just, honestly, this is the highest I have ever seen, so I just keep sticking with it. I have to stay Fire Main if we ever want to kill the Ninetales, basically. So that's something to just consider why I don't want to switch my main out. And you know, it's just really tough because if I wanted to ever go Earth main or Water main, I would have to pretty much change my entire team for Ninetales, because I can't swap every other Ninetales event considering it's going to be 100 ingots if you're not doing the free swap. So it does get very tough in the end. That's why you pretty much have to swap classes and know everything. So Strong Approach also resets tomorrow. I don't know, maybe if you guys want, I'll probably do it Tuesday, because you know, Monday, don't waste your stamina on Strong Approach, use it towards sweeps. And you know, Tuesday I will probably switch my main. And I don't know if you guys want me to try a, I don't know, Water main guide for Strong Approach, or maybe a Earth main. I really don't want to do these kind of guides, at least not now, because I barely managed to get the fire Strong Approach down with. And you know, this will be basically the second week I try to do it, so I'll probably just stick with the fire, you know. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube as far as other classes, so you can just find that. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking forward to getting more materials to get my battle armors up. That's why I really don't know if that after I get Magatama's up, I really have no idea if I should go ahead and, you know, go for refines, because they seem very expensive, and just go for, you know, battle armor. Battle armor gives a huge amount of battle power, but it starts getting, like, basically the price for battle armor, it pretty much scales. So it's like a weird aspect ratio, but it's gonna get super expensive once you get out of the third cloak. So that's why I could possibly get the third cloak maybe a little bit into the fourth, and then start going for refines. Overall, the refines are just, you know, the way to go, because the higher your initiative is, then you know, that means you pretty much have a higher chance of winning if you can go first. If all your ninjas can go first, you have a way higher chance of winning. That's why initiative is pretty important. As well as the other stats that it gives, like injury. I'm pretty sure injury means like a damage reduction type of thing. So that's something good. It's pretty much really good to refine. Very high stat boost, but it gets really expensive. I can assume that, you know, the top players, especially the person with level 40 or 40, like 9,000 battle power is 50,000 battle power now is, whatever it is. That person has only like one refine level 10, and then everything else is probably like all in the 8s and 9s. So that has to be super expensive just to go ahead and get those. But it's a serious amount of battle power. So after I get all these Magatama's level 5, I'm definitely going to be going for a mix of battle armors to refines. Now the group skills, I have really like all the bad ones left, I guess. They don't really give any battle power. I've been doing for the damage reduction just because he was actually kind of nice. You know, it's kind of funny. But I don't know, like some of the group skills are less impactful, I would say. So I can either just stop donating too much into the guild and focus on my strengthens, because they're starting to fall behind and they're getting really expensive as well. So if I'm doing a 600k gold donation or coins donation into the group every day, that pretty much means I miss out on 6 strengthens, and I'm never going to catch up to the same level I am at this rate, especially now with the 80 update now. So I'm going to have to pretty much like do twice as much work to try and catch up, because a lot of people in the earlier servers had the time to stack up like millions of coins, and when the 80 update hit, now they pretty much can level up, strengthen at the same time, and work on other stuff. So they have a pretty much slight advantage, but they did start when the game first came out, and people did correct me. So the first Great Ninja was Shino during the first month of the game, and you know, I have missed it. I don't think he's gonna return for at least a long while. Maybe they do plan on returning him eventually. Who knows? Maybe he'll be in a different event. But like I said, I'm just waiting for an event where you can get a ninja in. I'm gonna be collecting everybody, because the point is to have lots of variety later on. But for now, I really need to have my Tendo team. And you know, I had a weird dream too. It was like I would say it's like a vision. I had a dream where I was doing pulls, and the first rare I got was a Conan. Now the funny thing is that the dream, or was it a Chio? It was one of those. The funny thing is that the dream felt so real. It's like I legit felt like I was, you know, just awake. I was doing pulls. I did like only like I think 30 seal scrolls, and then I remember seeing like, oh, I have pulled, and then it said like Chio or Conan. I can't remember what it was. But it felt so real, and I really just don't want to do pulls, because battle power is really important, man. It's gonna be important. I already have all the ninjas I really need anyway. Like my team is pretty good. I don't have to change that. Although seeing the teams with Conan and Nintendo, even if I got the Chio, I wouldn't even use her. outside of, I don't know, like in PvP I wouldn't use Chio, I guess, because nobody's gonna survive the 19 hit combo. So either way, it seemed like I would just probably get destroyed if I had Chio. But Tendo and Conan is something I would like to do. And then I don't know who the third ninja would be, honestly. Probably have an Akatsuki member. I saw somebody do Tendo, Pain, Conan, and Itachi. But a lot of people tell me Itachi's not that good. You know, he's pretty much like a fan favorite character. And it really, really disappoints me that, you know, he's not as good as he should have been. But I have no idea. I haven't used him. I haven't seen anybody use him. Don't think anyone on my server has him either, so I'm not going to be judging Itachi. If I did have Itachi, Conan, and I would use them both with my Tendo team and get that to work. That would actually be something nice to consider. But, alright, but my aunt walked in on me, so I just was unexpected. But funny thing is, she was just telling me about, like, the Samsung Note. She was telling me I try to steal her Galaxy, because all I've been telling them is that I want to get a Galaxy now instead of an iPhone. So she went to pick up her Edge, and she was like, "Oh, you trying to steal it?" Like the scary thing about the Note is that the battery explodes. So you're pretty much gonna be charging your phone, and then the thing just blows up. Like, man, I can't imagine just being there. Like, especially if I have my phone right next to me when I sleep, so it's plugged into the wall and it's charging. Imagine like you just see that blow up. Oh man, that is just something scary. And another thing is that pretty much, they said not all the phones of the first generation of Notes are defective either. But, you know, they're not allowed to be, you know, on. You can't have it turned on the plane. And it's just like some scary thing, man. It's like you pretty much have like a bomb on the plane if you have that kind of Note that's defective. That's just something I don't even want to think about, you know. So I'm not going to get the Note until I hear that there's no more problems, that they release a new version and everything is working nice. There's the coolest thing about the Galaxy though is that freaking wireless charger. Honestly, I wish iPhones had that. You could just put it on like the stand and it charges it for you. So chase missions every weekend are nice to get. Get yourself that one free scroll as well as some fragments. I've been always getting a lot of Kimimaro fragments from that, and he's a good ninja to get, you know, as close as you can to 5-star. So it's pretty funny. But you know, a lot of just interesting stuff has been going on my Discord. A lot more people are joining, so that's what I like to see. I remember when I made my Discord, I think 5 months ago. It was really tough to get people. You know, at first I only got my friends from other chat rooms. They all joined me, and we've pretty much just been independent in the chat room itself. And now, you know, a lot of people are coming from my YouTube channel, from like the Discord link in the description. They all just come out, hang out, and you know, it's a good place. You know, it's not only a Bleach chat. So just because it's called the Soul Society and you see Bleach ranks, I mean, it started from Bleach, but honestly, we talk about everything. We talk about like from animes, from other games we play, new games to try out. And I've been really grinding that Naruto Blazing game right now. Like, I'm trying to get my 10k rank for the Phantom Capsule, but my team is really weak. So since the Get Money event is finally over, I'm gonna be trying to get the Ramen Cups, try to level up all the three, you know, the Gaara, Itachi, and my Sasuke that I have. And I just really hope I can stay within the 10,000 ranks. I just want to get the Haku for collective purposes, you know, because I didn't start Dokkan when it first came out, so I missed like the first 3 world tournaments. And, you know, I did the 4th one, but I didn't really go for any of the characters. And Phantom Capsule is way easier than like world tournaments, so I don't mind doing that every time it is around. And, you know, there's a lot less people, so that's just another good thing. But I don't really think I'll be doing that Brave Soul 600,000 points event. It is just taking so long, and I don't have the time for that anymore. But here I was actually considering to upgrading all my Magatamas now. But then I realized, you know, I was lacking on coins. So I was like, okay, so I'll just upgrade, you know, 2 attacks to level 5. And after I upgraded them, I was like, oh, I need the coupons for Ninetales. So that's why I didn't want to spend any more coupons. So I was at a dilemma right here. I was just like, oh man, what do I do? So I ended up doing a lucky spin, and the funny thing is, for the 3rd time in a row, I got 50 coupons. Yesterday I did it twice, got 50 coupons both times, and the way you do it twice is basically you recharge. Your first recharge of the day gives you another chance, so you have 2. So I managed to get 3 50s in a row. Now I'm going to keep these coupons for Ninetales. It's always good to, you know, do all the Anbu support, the Hokage support, and then just keep reviving when you can. Here I was just looking at the prices for the battle armor. I was like, man, it's kind of getting pricey, so I'll wait till the strong approach, wait for the Magatamas, and then pretty much go half and half. And then, you know, a weird thought came to me, like, what if I just spend ingots on the lucky rune, because I forgot to do that. And then I was like, what if I do it again for the coin pack? And I don't know why I did this, But I just realized at the end of this, oh, I still have to save the coupons for Ninetales today. So I won't even be able to upgrade the Magatamas till after Ninetales. So maybe Monday you guys will see me doing a lot of stuff. But I want to say thank you guys for watching. You know, stop by the Discord if you want to hang out. There's also a Facebook group that I have, but not a lot of people use it. A lot of people are joining, but nobody's talking. So in case people don't want to join the Discord and ask questions, there's the Facebook group. But, you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow with the Monday sweeps. Definitely going to be some progress there. I'll also be pretty much, I think, spending 3,000 ingots as well just on Magatamas and see how far I can get. But hopefully you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you then.